Welcome to another segment of the Word for Today. And the word for today is faith. The Bible tells us in Matthew chapter 17 verse 20, "And Jesus said unto them, Because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you." There are two ways I want to look at faith. So you can consider this faith part one. One, faith that calls for action from God for a particular situation. And two, faith that looks ahead. We're looking today at the faith that calls on God for a particular action in a particular situation. The account that we read in Matthew is also recorded in Mark 9. And in Mark 9, the man placed an if on the power of Jesus. But Jesus turned around and placed that if on the belief of the man. The mustard seed is one of the smallest seeds. Some suggest that this mustard seed faith is in terms of quantity, whereas you may have a small amount of faith. Others see it in terms of quality, whereas your faith may be considered inferior, poor, or weak. But Jesus is making a mind-blowing declaration. He is stating that with a faith that is small in quantity or lacking in quality, yet genuine, sincere, and honest, you can still do great things. For we all have to start somewhere. Allow me to submit to you that having faith is important and essential, but the power does not lie in our faith, it lies in God. And He is so faithful that He is willing to come through for us even at times when we exercise a faint faith, a faith with a very low pulse. You see, the concept here is that God is more willing to give us than we are willing to ask. And therefore, while having a lot of faith or high quality faith, that is a faith with a high pulse rate, is a great asset, one should not be sitting around wallowing in your lack of faith or waiting until your faith reaches a more respectable level. Faith, however feeble or small, must be exercised. For the more you use faith, the more it will grow. On the contrary, Jesus chided His disciples and the Jews for their lack of faith. This was done because they both had much reason to have a strong faith. They had the word and they had many experiences. Therefore, they had no plausible reason for a lack of faith. One more point. Faith is not a key that unlocks a genie in a bottle. It doesn't mean that whatsoever we ask for, we will have. Yes, faith can lead to healing. It can lead to a job. It can lead to a spouse, and the list can go on. But make no mistake, some requests will not be granted through no lack of faith or lack of power from God, but simply not part of the divine plan for reasons known only to God. And there is where the second part of our faith comes in. The word for today is faith. Faith to accept that God knows best is the other faith we will deal with as well. But the word for today is faith. May God bless you in Jesus' name.